Hello students, so here is the solution for exercise 10C, 10D, right? Let's go. Okay, so now we are actually using trigonometric ratios which we have learned earlier to answer some word problems. So here's one. City is standing 7.05 meters away from the statue of the Merlion right here, right? The height of her eyes to her feet is measured to be 1.55 meters, so there she is. So given the angle of elevation, okay, if you remember, is the angle, okay, that we make with the horizontal. So the horizontal line, which is her line of sight over here, 42 degrees. So that's where she's standing, and then after the distance, okay, is given. So the diagram is quite clear over here in this question. So the height, right? If you use the right angle triangle here, okay, using the tangent ratio, this height over here, okay, is actually 7.505, which is adjacent times tangent 42, and then we need to add her height, the height of her eyes to the ground to get the final answer. So 7.90 meters. Quite a straightforward question, but it's really about understanding the question and applying the trigonometric ratio properties that we learned earlier to apply to a real world situation like this. Okay. Next one. Okay, this time round to find we have a tree over here, right? And we are supposed to find the height of the tree. So what can we do? Well, this one is a bit more challenging because the information we have is just over here. Okay, but nonetheless, okay, don't need to panic. Okay, first thing, we let the height of the tree be x meters. Okay, so using the first triangle over here, tangent 32 is actually the height, x meters over QB, right? So QB is actually x over tangent 32, right? We just rearrange things a little bit. Okay, but we don't know what QB is, we don't know what x is, so this is a little equation with two unknowns. But we can leave it there for a little while. Let's take a look at the next triangle and see what we can do. The next triangle, okay, PB, we can find PB, right? PB is 10 over tangent 32 again, plus 10 meters, right? So why? Because PB is actually QB plus 10. So we find QB, we add 10, we have got PB. So I actually simplify them to a single fraction just for easy computation later. So we are still in the same situation, right? We no idea what PB is. Okay, we have no idea what x is. But why do I get PB instead of QB? Because there is another way to get PB, right? The other way to get PB is to use the other triangle, TPB, right? So from there, later we find PB again and compare the two. We can actually find our unknown x. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Tangent 23, if you look at this now, tangent 23 is x over PB. Rearrange it, right? We get x equals to PB tangent 23. So after that, PB, we also know is this expression from the first part of the solution. So I substitute it in, okay, we get this thing over here. Okay, it looks scary, but let's walk through. Okay, the first thing we want to do is the denominator we can multiply over so that we don't have to deal with fractions. Okay, after that, the values with those with x, the value the unknown x, I put them on one side of the equation, the rest on the other side. So what's on the right hand side now? Actually, you can use calculator and get a string of numbers if you want to, but if you're comfortable, you can leave it in this way. From here, we factorize the x. Okay, you can see I can factorize the x. Okay, or if you just press calculator, you get some long string of decimal, but it doesn't matter, it still works, right? We have this. Okay, I bring it back over. This is my value of x. Just press calculator carefully, we get 13.2 meters. Okay, so I know this is one of the more challenging questions that you will encounter for this chapter. So if you need a little bit more time to digest, well, after you take down the solution from the video guide, do read through again. You have difficulties, do make an appointment and see me in person. Okay, I'll explain this question to you properly. Right, have a nice day.